Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. As you would be knowing that very recently, IRDAI graded 2024 final cutoff has been announced. Now in this video, we are going to compare this cutoff with the previous year's cutoff. Apart from that, we are also going to focus on few important learnings, keeping in mind the 2024 pattern. So let us talk about all these things as a part of this video. So first of all, if we see the phase 2 cutoff, which is out of 300 marks, then if we talk about the 2023 paper, then over here you can see that the cutoff is 183 for the general category. And the cutoff percentage is 61%. If we compare it with the 2024 cutoff, which is the most recent cutoff, then over here it is 178 for the general category and the cutoff percentage is 59.33%. Now you can see that the cutoff has gone down. In a very similar manner, if you talk about the final cutoff marks, which includes the phase 2 marks and the interview marks after normalization. So what it is for the year 2023, it is 74.12. It has been normalized, so that's why it is out of 100. And if you talk about the 2024 cutoff, it is 69.16. So again, you can see the overall cutoff has been gone down. This is something that we can conclude. Apart from that, if you talk about the important learnings, then first of all, we will see the marking scheme and the changes with respect to the word limit. So let us talk about it. Now, if you talk about firstly, the paper 2, which is ESI impacting insurance, over here you can see that in the year 2023, there were 2 sections and 2 sections were there in 2024 also. Fine. Now here you had to attempt 3 out of 5 questions, here 4 out of 6. But in 2024, yes, you had to attempt 3 out of 5 questions, but over here in the part 2, you had to attempt 4 out of 5 questions. तो पहले 6 क्वेश्चन में से 4 करने थे, इस बार आपको 5 में से 4 करने थे, एक क्वेश्चन कम कर दिया आपके लिए as far as the optional questions are concerned. Fine. Apart from that, if you talk about the marking, fine. So 24 marker question was asked and the 7 marker question was asked. Fine. And over here also 24 and the 7 marker questions were asked. But if you talk about the word limit, then you can clearly see that the word limit has gone up. It has increased. So you can see you had to answer a 24 marker question in 250 words and 7 marker question in 80 words in the year 2023. Now this year, 24 marker question in 300 words and 7 marker question in 100 words. So the word limit has gone up. And over here, I would say the answer writing practice can play a very important role. It can play a very significant role because, completing paper itself is a big task. It's a big challenge. So you can watch the success stories also where the toppers have also talked about this perspective that how challenging it was to complete the paper within time. So these are the changes with respect to, I would say, the number of questions and also with respect to the word limit with respect to the questions. I hope it is clear to you. And now if you talk about the paper 3, which is insurance and management, over here you can clearly see that the paper is divided into 2 sections. The first is the insurance and the second is of course the management. For the insurance, it carried 35 marks and management carried 65 marks. And the same pattern, I would say, was repeated in the 2024 also, that 35 and 65. But the change was there with respect to the number of questions. So over here you had to attempt 5 questions in each part, whereas here you had to attempt 6 questions in insurance and 8 questions in management. So you can see that the number of questions have gone up. It has gone increased. Fine. Apart from that, I would say overall the marking scheme has remained similar. 10 marker question, 7.5 and 5 marker question. Fine. And 15 marker also. And this year it was, I would say, 7.5 and 2 marker question and 20 marker, 5 marker and 10 marker. So 15 marker question was not there. So you can see that IRDAI keeps on changing their marking schemes. Fine. So you have to be prepared about that. You have to practice multiple type of questions which have different, I would say, different type of word limits so that you are in a good position with respect to answer writing. Fine. Now let us look at the third learning. The third learning is regarding the diversity of question. Now this trend has continued. Last year also they had asked question using the reading comprehension, and this year also they have asked the same and regarding the bar graph also. So this trend continues and you have to practice such type of questions too for the future exam. Now this is just a sample. You can see the type of question that was asked regarding the bar graph, and this was a Zomato reading comprehension that they had given, and you had to answer the question based on this comprehension passage. Fine. Now the next learning is regarding, I would say, the schemes. So last year there were too many schemes asked as a part of the examination. A lot of schemes were asked, but this year only one scheme was asked, which was regarding the Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana. So आई वुड से स्कीम्स थोड़ी इस बार कम पूछी गई है, लेकिन आपको ऐसा नहीं सोचना है कि नेक्स्ट ईयर भी कम ही पूछी जाएंगी, क्योंकि IRDAI का नेचर आप देख चुके हो कि इट इज वेरी मच डायनेमिक। तो इस साल कम आई है तो क्या पता अगले साल फिर से ज्यादा आ जाए। तो यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड, यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो, so that you get some kind of competitive edge in the examination. Apart from that, if we talk about point number 5, so the unexpected questions were also there. For example, the CBDC, which is central bank digital currency. अब इस क्वेश्चन की सेंस थोड़ी कम बनती है पूछने की, बट लास्ट ईयर में उन्होंने कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछे थे जो हमें लगा कि नहीं पूछने चाहिए थे, सिलेबस से थोड़ा मैच नहीं कर रहे, एंड इस साल भी उन्होंने ऐसी चीजें पूछी है, एंड दिस क्वेश्चन इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ दैट. सो यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड रिगार्डिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ चैलेंज टू. Now the last, I would say, the learning is regarding the application based question was also asked. For example, they had asked regarding the impact of deposit crunches on the insurance sector. This is also, I would say, an application based question. So you have to keep that at the back of your mind, that such type of questions are also asked as a part of the exam, and you have to be prepared for that. Fine. So I hope these learnings and this analysis was helpful to you, and it is going to help you in the future preparation. And thank you so much, and all the best.